inch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful sots. Your heart's a dead tomato splotched with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap, overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of deplorable rubbish imaginable, mangled up in tangled up knots. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nos. You're a crooked jerky jockey and you drive a crooked hoss, Mr. Grinch.
My name is Ariana.
And my name is Uri.
And welcome to Wake Up Wildcats. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, December 21st, 2022.
Happy Woohoo Wednesday, Wildcats, and last day of school for 2022. It is always a great day to be a Wildcat.
Hey Wildcats, are you missing a jacket, a sweater, a lunchbox?
There are even more jackets and other items in the lost and found closet and in the breezeway by the playground.
Please be sure to check these areas and see if you can find your missing items before you go back home for the winter break.
We have a special guest today in the studio.
Let's welcome our awesome instructional coach, Miss Bullard.
She is here with her annual West Side Christmas poem.
Good morning, Miss Bullard. We can't wait to hear your Christmas poem today.
Good morning, Wildcats, and happy last day before Christmas. I'm bringing back the tradition this year of the West Side night before Christmas. So let me put on my special reading glasses, and here we go. 'Twas 4 days before Christmas, and all through the school, the teachers were smiling while keeping their cool and thinking about all the shopping they still needed to do. The rooms once decorated, now laid bare, while the teachers were trying not to pull out their hair. The Learning Goals wall was shiny and new, in expectation for January and one less thing to do. Miss Kennington was busy answering 5 phone lines at once, and Nurse Jessica was counting the carbs in someone's leftover Christmas punch. Miss Hunter was busy on the final fast schedule for this year, and Mrs. Murphy, aka Felicia, was busy making brag tags appear. Mr. Jack and Miss Valerie were hustling around, picking up dried palm fronds and party napkins littering the ground, and disposing of the many large trash bags from the parties all around. When at the front door the buzzer blared with a ruckus that everyone froze to see exactly what all the fuss was. Sprinting across the office and down the short hall, they saw him right out of the skinny window, was old Santa Claus. As always, he was clothed like a Georgia Bulldog fan in red, white, and black. And he was even wearing some new red and black striped slacks. After catching up a little and how do you do, Mrs. Saucer the head cat asked, "What can we do for you?" Old Santa glanced around and grinning all the while, "Where's Miss Amy Smith?" he said, and he gave a great big smile. "I am needing my bulldog belt buckle back, and she has had it for quite a long while. Remember 2 years ago when I was flying in my sleigh so high? It popped right off my belly and fell out of the sky. It landed somewhere here at this magnificent place, and she took it, and I really need it back, just in case. Do you mind," questioned old Santa, "if I look around for her? I'll be really quiet, and I won't cause a stir." Mrs. Saucer thought hard about telling Santa no. There was still lots of learning activities going on, wouldn't you know? But as she was about to answer him no, her radio buzzed, and to kindergarten she had to go. "You have to be quiet," Miss Saucer said with a stare, and she scooted down the sidewalk and vanished in thin air. So Mrs. Wallace scanned Santa's license and gave him a pass. Then he and Mrs. Stevens snuck into a room as quiet as a snake in the grass. "Wow," whispered Santa. When they were all through, "Those students were working hard and being bucket fillers too. They are on my nice list, I'll have to say. I will have to throw some extra good toys into my bag Christmas Eve day." On their way to first grade, wouldn't you know, Miss Stevens' radio buzzed, and to kindergarten she had to go. Miss Murphy, a.k.a. Felicia, then escorted Santa to the next show. In first grade, they saw wonders being taught. In second, lots of Savas math being brought. Third grade was doing portfolios for the state, and fourth grade was writing their opinions of Santa's new sleigh. Fifth grade was busy as bees, learning about all the different kinds of evergreen trees. And from Miss Tickle's room came the pounding of African bells, while the kids in Miss Miller's room were busy making tiny wreaths out of shells. As they walked quickly from place to place, Santa's smile grew so big until it covered his face. "I always like coming back to this place. Just like always, Christmas is drawing near, but your students still work like it is the beginning of the year. Your teachers are teaching and showing no fear." "Of course, Santa," replied Mrs. Murphy. "That's the way things are done. Now say it with me, Santa. You are at West Side and we're number 1. And wouldn't you know, her radio buzzed, and off to kindergarten she had to run. Miss Hunter came running up and said, "We have this special number we do every day. 212 degrees is the motto we all yell each and chant and say. And we work very hard all day, every day, because West Side is the best side, is what we like to say." "Then wow," said Santa, taking a final look around. "I am impressed once again by all the sights and sounds of great teaching and learning all around." "But what about your buckle?" inquired Miss Hunter with a smile. "I have a gator one. I'll let you use it for a while." Never mind," said old Santa. "My old one will do. Until I come around next year, I'll have to bid you adieu. I have to go back now, the elves all await, but I will see these students on that very special date." Just before leaving, Santa reached into his sleigh and pulled out special gifts for the teachers that day. Lots of miniature small glass containers, too many to mention, but boy, he sure got those teachers' attention. Then he hopped in his sleigh and gave his reindeer a whistle, and they flew off the roof, blowing off all the thistles. And we heard him exclaim as he flew out of sight, "Merry Christmas, all you Wildcats! I will see you Christmas night." And with those words, he was gone just like the winter wind. St. Nick had stopped and visited Westside once again. And we all heard him give a holler as he disappeared from our sight. "Merry Christmas to all the Wildcats. I will see you Christmas Eve night." The end. Have a Merry Christmas!
Thank you, Miss Bullard. We can always depend on your poetic genius.
Now we have another West Side tradition. Let's see what Santa's special elves are up to this latest video.
Chef, Cece, what wonderful thing are you going to do over winter break? Cat.
Thanks, Chef and Cece. That sounds delicious.
And now, please stand for the pledge and remain standing for a moment of silence. Attention, salute, pledge.
And we close our show today with a special message from our wonderful Wildcat principal, Ms. Saucer, and our awesome assistant principal, Ms. Stevens.
Good morning, ladies. We are happy to see you this morning.
Cats, I hope that you really enjoy your break. You stay safe, and I hope that you get you some books for Christmas and you read over Christmas break.
Yeah.
Guys, we will miss you, and we look forward to seeing you in 2023. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That's it for today. Don't forget to win your day, Wildcats, and tune in next year on January 10th for another awesome episode of Wake
Up, Wildcats! It's a great day to be a Wildcat. Where else would you want to be?